Welcome back to Romantic Home Family, and welcome if y'all are new. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and we are making another casserole. This is going to be easy family taco casserole. We're going to be blessing a sweet family at my church that could use a little bit of extra just love and encouragement. So this is going to be for a family of 5, 3 teenagers, 2 big old growing boy teenagers. So we want to make this nice and hearty and super easy to do. So if you guys love to craft, decorate, and cook on a budget, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. And without further ado, go ahead and grab your aprons, some chef supplies, and let's get to cooking. Okay, I went ahead and pre-cooked the turkey. This is 2 pounds of turkey with about half of onion, 2 packets of taco seasoning, and then a little bit of extra spice that I like to throw in there, like a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of paprika, and those kind of fun things. So now to this, we're gonna add the beans, the corn, and the salsa. I'm gonna start out with about 1.5 cups of beans. And then 1.5 cups of corn. And almost a full jar of salsa. We're gonna mix all of that together, and that's gonna be kind of our mixture.
Okay, go ahead and give this a good mixy mix, and I have to tell you all right now that after I dropped this casserole off and they baked it and the family ate it, my sweet friend messaged me and she was like, this casserole is mind-blowing. So you guys, this is a must-have try on your family casserole list.
Okay, now you want to have some tortilla chips. I chose Dorito chips because I thought the kids would love them. You're going to crush these up and add a layer to the bottom of your pan.
Okay, one thing I will say is that I wish I would have had a bigger bag of the Doritos. And you can also sub out the Doritos for just regular tortilla chips or also just regular tortillas.
Once you have your tortillas, add in a layer of your meat, bean, corn mixture.
Okay, I need you guys to light up this comment section with some hearts or some taco emojis. Let me know, have you tried this casserole? And if not, what is your favorite casserole?
To stretch this a little further, since this pan is larger than the recipe calls for, I added another 1.5 cups of beans.
Okay, so you're going to layer a full layer of the beans and the corn and your meat. And for your meat, you can use chicken, turkey, or ground beef. You just want to cook your meat really well. I sauteed my meat in onions. I used about half an onion, and then I added in 2 packets of taco seasoning and then just zhuzhed it up a little bit with a little bit of extra paprika and a little bit of extra chili powder seasoned with love. I also added in a little bit of cilantro, just seasoning. So just get creative with it and make it however you really love your ground beef. So you add that full layer over your tortilla chips, and it's okay to go ahead and make this up in advance. Now, I will tell you that this part I think is what made it. So I did one of these small little things of sour cream. You guys could use a full thing of sour cream. But it was about 1 cup of sour cream, and then I used about 1 cup of mayonnaise mixed in with that. And then you wanted to leave a little bit of salsa in your salsa jar. Take that salsa and mix that up. And this is actually a secret mix that I make for my family. My kids love this. It's just like kind of like a salsa ranch. So you take salsa, the mayonnaise and the sour cream. It's great for dipping with French fries or on salads. It's just such a yummy mix. And then at home, I'll squeeze like a little bit of lemon or lime in it. I'll add in extra salt and seasonings. I really love to season things. And if you guys might notice off to the side, that is my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. And it was storming outside, so he was getting really anxious, but I wanted to film this for you guys. So he had to wait for Mama for just a minute while I finished filming this. But you're going to add a nice, generous layer of your sour cream mayo mix. And you guys could do all sour cream if you want. And then some more tortilla chips. Again, I wish I would have had a little bit more of those tortilla chips, but it still came out so, so good. And then just another layer of your meat, bean, corn mix. There's Benji Bear. He is trying to get my attention. Poor guy, you guys. But you know what? I had to get this done. I was filming this video and there was no way for me to stop. And of course, then once I got done filming, I stopped and gave him all the cuddles. But also, I kind of low-key think he was wanting me to give him some of this yummy taco mix. But I had to cook some turkey that I made just for him without any seasoning. That's what he loved. So, and I took just a little bit, I saved a little bit of it in this bowl with the sauce, and it was so good, you guys. So I know that when my sweet friend Amanda, when she messaged me, she was like, that was so good. And so I'm just really thankful that I was able to bless her heart. I added a little bit more of the leftover of the sour cream and the mayo mixture, just kind of dotted that along the top. And then I had 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. I love sharp cheddar cheese. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Are you guys a mild cheddar or a sharp cheddar cheese gal? Or family. My family, my dad loves sharp cheddar cheese, and I've always loved it. And the white sharp cheddar cheese is even better. So I used almost all of that and then set a little bit of that to the side. And BG Bear is just wagging his tail. He's so ready for a treat.
So here is our ultra delicious family taco casserole. You guys, this is going to taste so good. You want to cook it on 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes. And actually, it's really great to make up in advance because the flavors even get more in there. And I'm going to serve this with some cilantro lime rice. And then I made these strawberry cookies to go with it. My daughter came home from college, and so we went ahead and pre-made those off camera, but it's just like the last cookies I made with a box cake mix, and I'll talk to you guys more about that. So here we go. We're just gonna cover this, pop it in the refrigerator, and be ready to take to my friend tomorrow. For my cilantro lime rice, I'm gonna kind of cheat, and I picked up these Knorr rice packets. One is Mexican rice and one is taco rice. We are gonna add the cilantro and lime. So if you grab these, grab them from Walmart, or you can prepare just rice separately. I'm gonna prepare as the instructions say on the packet. As I was preparing my cooking video, it just started pouring, blowing rain. I had to show you guys, but I think I'm gonna run back inside now.
Okay, I had to show you guys this storm. This is a storm that Benji Bear was getting pretty scared of, and I will tell you that while there was no damage at my home, my son Max, who lives about an hour north of me at his work in that area, the whole area got so much hail damage that his car was completely destroyed. They got softball-sized hail, so it's in southern Missouri. If you guys heard about that, it was a thing. Now here I am starting to prepare the rice. I did 2 packets of that Knorr rice taco just mixture, and I make rice from scratch all the time, but you guys, I was on a bit of a time crunch, and I wanted to make sure the rice turned out perfectly. Sometimes rice can be a little bit tricky for me. I'm also going to make it more of a cilantro lime rice, and if you guys don't know, you can take a lime and roll it, and that will get it to be a little bit more juicy. And then I'm just using some cilantro in the little packet thing, or not packet, but you know, just the shaken cilantro, but real cilantro is even better. So once my rice was all done, I just went ahead and put it into the pan, and I'm just going to add in the cilantro and lime. And again, I'm making this up for a sweet friend. She's going to make this for her family so she doesn't have to cook. Her husband is super sick, and it's just really a really hard situation. So I just want to alleviate the stress from her from having to cook. And when I had surgery many years ago, I had to have a hysterectomy, and I had surgery, and my sweet friends created a meal train for me at my church, and they brought meals to me so I didn't have to cook because my kids were teenagers, and it has never left my heart what a beautiful gift that was.
So thank you all so much for joining me on this fun and fabulous cooking adventure. I mean, it really was just kind of putting stuff together, but I hope you guys are able to bless somebody with some of my recipe ideas. They're fun, easy, budget friendly. They're throw together comfort meals, okay? We're not going to be getting super healthy with these, but we're going to be getting fed and comforted, and that's what's important when somebody is struggling and going through a really tough time, like my sweet friends. So please keep this family in your prayers. They're just so precious to me, and oh gosh, my heart just goes out to them. So we are going to go ahead and go into our Bible study. Again, today we are working on self-control. The synopsis on self-control is the spirit-empowered ability to govern our impulses and align our choices with God's will. It serves as a foundation for spiritual growth and effective Christian living. Our blessing for this week says, may God's Spirit empower you with self-control this week, giving you strength to choose His best in every situation. So this is, which habit would you like to better control? Name one small step you could take this week toward mastering it. Okay, trying to quit that sugar. I only had one cookie today, so I'm not mastering it, but if I have anything else for today or tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and start my 24-hour sugar fast, and I'm just gonna have my sugar-free hot cocoa with my sugar-free whipped cream. I've got to get back on top of my sugar because I did bake cookies with my daughter. She came down last night. We watched the Great British Baking Show. She's getting ready to pack up all her stuff in the next week and head home from college. So I am super over the moon excited to see her. I'm going to be stocking the fridge and the pantry, and I'm just going to have some fun girl time with her this summer. So what a blessing and an honor. She's done amazing in her first year, and I made it through the first year being an empty nester, and I feel like I'm thriving. I have so many fun friends. I have new adventures going on, and just thank you guys so much for being here. So you guys are a true blessing and honor. I'm going to hug all of your hearts so tight no matter what you're going through. God's got you. Drop those prayer requests in the comment section below and keep putting one foot in front of the other. Please don't give up. I just know that tomorrow is a new day. Take it one day at a time and keep putting one foot in front of the other. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye!